And
You guys, I got out the bathroom and look at Babe, and I'm wondering why is he dressing like me. He know the norm. He always wants to dress like me. You don't always want to dress like me?
I'm not gonna answer anything. Continue.
Hi babes, good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Hi guys.
You guys, it's just Babe and I today. No, lie. Babe and I and Baby D.
You lie again.
Babe and I and baby girls chilling with you guys today. You guys, I have been, I guess by the title you guys know what the video is going to be, but I've been seeing this video going around YouTube for a few days now, and I love watching them. It's kind of controversial, but I love watching it, so I decided that I want to give it a go. So I post on YouTube that you guys to leave assumptions about Babe and I, what you guys think, all the lies and all the truth, and we'll address them. So I also did it on Instagram. I didn't get much on Instagram, but on YouTube I got a whole bunch. So I am just going to go on in my phone and retrieve all the questions, and because this video will kind of be a little bit controversial, I am not going to say the names of who the questions coming from. I'm just going to say the assumption, okay? Because I don't want anybody to go down in the comment section, because I know some of you are some real fave and know the real us, and it's just an assumption, it's just for fun, so don't get too uptight in the comment section, okay? Let's just jump straight into the assumptions, because we have a few of them and I would like to address as much of them as possible. So this video probably be a little bit long, but it will be fun, so stay tuned. And if it's your first time to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you hear your girl breathing too much, out of breath, that's because I'm pregnant, okay? So don't judge me if you're first time to our channel. Anyway, assumption number one, I'm not gonna say who it's coming from, but this person assumption says, are you guys having any more babies? Please, for God's sakes, don't tie your tube. That is not an assumption, that was a question. So I am not going to answer that one. Okay, the next assumption says, I assume you make most of the decision in the household. And I'm thinking that people is going to, when they say you, they're talking about me, because I guess I'm in control of the channel and stuff like that. All right, this person says, I assume that you make all the decisions, you make most of the decision in the household. And this person have more than one assumption, so we're gonna address that one first. I assume that you make most of the decision in the household. Me? No, that's not true. Let me tell you guys something. I do not make a decision without my husband, and my husband rarely make a decision without me. So just leave it at that. No, I do not make most of the decision in this household.
But when you have something in your mind, you want it that way, but you just feel more comfortable if you have my
right, and
approval.
basically that's how we are really. We don't really do.
You don't do things without
the
talking to the other one.
Right.
You
So
don't do things.
I don't make most of the decisions in this household. I love confiding in Babe. I love getting his opinion, and we love doing everything together. So yeah, there you go with that one. So you're wrong. All right, the next part is, I also assume that you work as a chef where you work. No, you're wrong. But chef is my profession. That's what I do when I was in Jamaica. That's what I go to school for. But no, where I work right now, I do not work as a chef. The next assumption is, I also assume that you will deliver a pretty baby girl that looks just like Tyler. Well,
I can't answer
we
this.
can't answer
I can
that.
just
Wait and see.
wish.
Even if she's just a little uptight,
No.
or whatever Almighty decides, we'll be happy.
Wish.
We'll be happy. But I think she's gonna look like Ty though. Alright, moving on. The next assumption is, I assume that you guys genuinely love each other and it's not for the camera, and Ludo is a good husband and father. Look at him blushing.
Actually, I can't say right on this one because I'm not like the good person to say good husband, good father. But I try. And no, I will. It will be the opposite. I will do less on the camera than out of the camera. It will be the opposite.
You're spot on with your assumption in terms of he's a good husband and a good father. He get on my last nerves sometime, but when he get on my nerves, we just play it off, and he knows I'm super miserable. So hey, but he is a good husband and a good father. I could never have got a better one. And of course we're in love with each other. You guys think what you see on the camera is anything? You want to see when the camera is off. He annoys me with his love sometimes. So sometime when he's away from me, I have to think that, Lord, I need to probably stop when he wants to kiss me, kind of start brush him off, because what if there comes a day when he's not around to kiss me? I'll regret it. I'm just saying that going to get me a bit emotional. Why am I getting emotional? But he's affectionate in terms of he loves kissing, he loves touching, and sometimes it's so annoying. So the love is genuine. What you see on camera is not even half of me. Am I true or am I lying?
Nothing else to say.
Alright. Next assumption. I assume that you guys go on vacation a lot.
Another wrong.
Wrong.
We wish we go. We're going.
That's the plan though, long term. We wish.
We try because we don't. We try to go different little places, but in the area we don't.
Right.
We live in a nice area, I think.
Right.
So we have a lot of
beautiful surroundings.
Right, but we don't go like for a weekend. We go the morning, come back after.
Right.
We don't go somewhere, we stay in the
And if you guys realize, we try to take our own food, so this family is trying to save. Okay, save what we don't have. So no, we don't take vacation a lot, but we hope, we wish. That's long term. So you gotta just stick to our channel and our journey and see if we'll start taking some flights. Okay. All right, next assumption is, I assume Ludo has a wicked sense of humor. Can see it in his twinkle of his eyes.
You're the one who's supposed to answer that.
Right. I'm gonna answer. You are right. Listen, sometimes, most times, Babe just say the simplest things and he make me laugh until I literally in tears. He's so funny. I tell you that in his next life he have to come back as a comedian.
No, but
if you guys just get to be around him for just a little bit, he just kill you with joke.
Joke is a part of like taking the thing more easy. Maybe that's also, I will say, like a problem, or I try to joke about everything, even things that not necessarily
I'm going to butt in, and that gets on my nerves sometimes, because sometimes he joke about things and I'm like, really, babe, you really joke about that, and I don't laugh. I don't know if cultural differences or it's just me.
No, it's
but
not.
Babe,
It's
joke
just
about
you.
everything.
Just take things easy. Try to take things easy.
If
Life is hard already, so can't complicate yourself.
when
You
babe is
can't-
nervous, babe laugh. So that just goes to show if he's nervous and don't know what to do, he start laughing. That's how hilarious he is. All right, next assumption. Mel and Ludo would love to travel more abroad. There you go. That's right, man?
If we have the choice, who won't? Who won't? If you ask anybody, like, okay, every weekend you're going somewhere different.
There's an extended part of that question. She also said that because Ludo likes learning, discovering new places and culture, Mel to be able to see her family more. She's saying that we would like to travel more because you likes learning new things and you like different cultures. Girl,
But it's the last
you know my
time with your
husband in
family that
person.
time.
That's just a different assumption.
Okay.
You sound like you know my husband in person because
No,
you hit that right on.
Yeah, but I like to discover. I like to see new things. I don't want
If
to.
Babe was single, he wouldn't be in France right now. I can tell you that.
Babe, I will just
Nope.
go
Nope.
and doing
He'll be
so many
everywhere.
different things.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But that's
The next part of the question, the assumption said Mel would be love to able to see her family more, and that's true. That's true. That's so true.
far.
That's true. But another money to go to Jamaica, honey.
They need to come. They need to come. If they're watching you, they need to come.
Yeah.
We have place to get them, so they need to come.
Next assumption is Mel would like to open her own business, maybe something in catering. No. I'm gonna have to call out this person named Judith Williams. You are paying so much attention to our vlogs because all of your assumptions, Judith, are spot on, right? My long-term dream is to open a Jamaican restaurant. I think the entire world knows that, but let's see how that will go. All right, the next part of her assumption says Mel and Ludo to have another house abroad, but Mel and Ludo to have another house abroad, but which country? She's saying that we would like to have another house abroad, but which country? And that is so true. We would love to one day have another house in Jamaica or even in the USA.
Yeah, but the main, if you have to choose, the main would be like in Jamaica, because
We travel there so much.
and whenever we go there, you don't necessarily know where to stay, and that's stopping you from. You know, when you go on vacation, okay, you're just on vacation, you go in different spot. But there's one spot that, because where she come from, like we necessarily going to go several times, and that's the Jamaica. So
We would love
and
to
you
have
don't
a
know
house there.
if you stay 1 month and you have to stay at the hotel. That's different than if you have your own house. You can go more often because you don't have the cost of this. So yeah.
Another assumption is Ludo to have his family safe and secure for the future. Maybe she's speaking like financially or...
That's the wish of anybody. I mean, if you can work to make your child life easier,
Why not?
Yeah, not for him to, not for them to struggle the way you struggle. To be able, when you go into a kiddie store, to be able to get them what they want. Or yeah, I think that's a wish.
Okay, next assumption is I assume that Mel works as either a nurse or a healthcare worker. I will answer that because I told you guys I'll never tell you guys what I do for work.
You get
Not
your
for
clothes.
now, but good one. No, good one. Next part is you love to take care of things and your family. You've got the tendency to be good one. What do you do, wonderful family? I love taking care of my babies. I love cooking for Babe and Ty.
Except on the weekend.
Except on the weekend. I rest.
So she loves
I
to
don't
cook
wanna
when
do
I'm
anything.
at work.
Exactly, because the man go out and work hard, and when he comes home, it's good to have his dinner on the table.
And the
But
weekend?
hey, when he's home, you fend for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm tired. I'm not gonna cook every day. No.
No, you cook one day for 5 days.
No. And sometimes I hate when leftovers in the fridge. No. I'm not gonna cook every day. Sorry, honey.
Very
Sorry.
disappointed. Very, very disappointed.
But like I said, for safety reasons, maybe when I quit my job, I'll tell you guys what I used to do. But for reasons, I won't say. And be the same. All right. Next assumption. You are a hard-working woman. It's amazing to me how you manage your home, husband, and Tyler with pregnancy. Keep it up. Keep it up. The good Lord continue to strengthen you. IJN. Oh, thank you, my love. I appreciate that. I love taking care of my babies. I love... Babe and I are the same in terms of taking care of the household. If everything is all over the place, we go crazy. The living room
Especially you.
Exactly.
Especially
the living room have to always be neat. I can't go to bed and
Me, I can live in a mess. You can't.
I can't. If I fall asleep.
You're from uptown.
No, not that I'm from uptown, but my parents and grandparents grew me a certain way where I just can't do certain things. If I fall asleep in the night and I don't get to clean the kitchen, and if Babe in the living room and go to sleep after me and I wake up and see the kitchen a mess, I'm gonna be so mad.
She'll be so mad at me. She
I'll
woke
be
me up.
mad. I'll call him at work and say, honey, really?
You did that this week. You
Yes.
call me and you tell me why you didn't
He
do that.
spilled something on the floor and he didn't wipe it up properly. You best believe I call him. I said, why you didn't wipe it up?
I know what she's talking about.
I don't like mess. I can't do mess. And I'm not perfect. Sometimes my house is messy, but just give me a few minutes or a few hours. I can't look at it, period. Anyway, next assumption. I'm so passionate about cleaning. If I keep talking about it, I'm just going to give you a long episode.
That reminds me of my sister. My sister, she
Adeline.
she used to clean, to organize things, and every time like she changing things, and she was so proud of her. And my father come back from work and he's going to take a coffee or anything, and
You can't find the
where are the
things
things? So you can be sure you put back everything in the way
My mom can tell you those stories too. When I was living in Jamaica, she goes to work and come back, and the house come back. She look house look completely different. I just stay all day and just clean.
But she don't put it back the way it was. My father used to do that.
I like to find things. I like to see things. I don't like clutter.
You don't want to open all of the closet to find the glass. No, where she put it? No, not here.
No.
She put it here or not here. Then you get mad.
I think this assumption video is going to be a part 2. So if you guys see it end at some point, just know that there will be a part 2 coming. Alright, continuation of the assumption. Okay. Next person said that I assume that your husband cannot express himself well in English. That's why he doesn't talk much in the videos. Let me start on this one. It's not that he cannot express himself well in English, because as you guys can see, he does speak English. And the reason why he doesn't talk much on the videos are, 1, Babe is very shy, if you guys don't know that. And 2, I started YouTube because of Tyler. So YouTube was really about me and Ty, is that I slowly convinced him to come into it, and he's just starting to get a bit comfortable. That's another reason why he doesn't talk much. 3, when he does have the camera, and you guys probably see him pause sometime or says a lot or a lot is because he's thinking and searching for the correct word to say. So it's not that he cannot express himself, but because English is not his first language, so he's trying to be careful of the word that he chooses. So hopefully that answers your question. Would you like to elaborate?
No, you're right. It's a mix of both. I think if
Right.
if I had to talk in French, that would be the same. So I don't think it's something about language. It's something about more myself.
Right, because even when you speak French, he says a lot. He's like pausing and thinking about what to say. That's just him. All right, hopefully that answers your question. And by the way, we're not offended by that. I'm just passionate about expressing myself. All right, next assumption. I assume that Tyler has you both wrapped around his little finger, but he respects your boundaries. Do you understand what you mean?
Yeah, like the way he's with you, or the.
She assumed that Tyler have us wrapped around his fingers, mean he have both of us close, you know, like he especially have me wrapped. I can tell you that Tyler and I have a special bond that is unexplainable, and hopefully I don't start crying because of this explanation. We have a special bond because of our journey and of our story when he was born, and the bond, and he's just my baby. He's just everything to me. If he cries and it's not me why he cries, if I slap his butt, then even sometimes when I pat his little butt, I turn around and feel bad about it.
He is the your weak point. Like, she panic completely if she hear him like crying even for little things. She see me like beside and okay, just taking it randomly things, but she completely lose everything, and she started to scream at me. She's starting to be mad, to be pissed, and sometimes it's just for little. Like he's coughing or like he's crying. What's going on?
Nothing can go wrong with
that's the weak. That's the weak. Sometimes it's annoying. Lord, it's annoying. Like I see you panicking. I see you completely losing your mind, losing everything.
I just want him to be okay.
Sometimes it's just like, why? Oh, he gonna have a little point on his finger, and she gonna say like, oh, he didn't have that yesterday. We need to go to the emergency. What's going on? Go to the pharmacy and ask the doctor. Oh, the man just put a pen on his finger. That's how she is with him.
But when you say he respects his boundaries, he does. But you know, kids, they have their moments when they try to test you to see how far you can go. He does try to test us sometime, but you know, kind of stay within his range.
I have patience for that too.
But babe have zero patience, like he said. Zero patience, babe have. Sometimes I have to say, honey, really? Have some patience
for that.
All right. Next assumption says, I assume you're still not entirely comfortable being in France, especially with the migrant issues. I also assume you'd love to have more of your family around you.
She's almost right. From what I think, like she's not completely comfortable. I think because of the language, she still have like, or family missing her, or different things like this. The part of the migrant issues, I don't think you have anything to do like
with that part.
Anything to do with that part. I think it is just like the culture, the difference, the language different. Like she don't master the French, so she can't express herself like
the way I would love to.
Right. So no, you don't have anything to do with the
migrant issues at all.
Issues.
But you're
And
partially right.
about the family, yeah, she would love to not to live like closer family, but
Have them
somewhere that she
around.
can.
Go and come, you
Right,
know?
like if she want to go Jamaica, especially for the food, I think she miss a lot the food.
More than anything.
It's like she can go in Jamaica whenever she want without to say
No
damn.
offense, but I think I miss the food more than how I miss my family.
No. That was the opposite for me when I was in the USA. That was missing more the person than
The food.
the food itself. So it's just different. But yeah, if she can live closer to Jamaica, just to be able to go like 1 time a month or whenever she feels for, she will feel better. So I think that's the far from Jamaica. The language can be learned, can be improved, but far
But ain't
from
nobody have
Jamaica,
time for that right now.
I don't know. And she don't look too motivated too. I gotta say that. You can edit it or not, but I gotta say
That's
that.
true. That's true. Before I had Tyler then, yes. But
Oh, she
since
improved a
Tyler,
lot at first, but then she
since Tyler come,
completely
I just throw out my books and all my studies and
ask why.
because I'm being a mom and a wife, okay? Next assumption. I assume that you are bossy with Ludo. That
Bossy.
goes on bossy, like I tell you what to do and
You like to do that, but I don't follow you.
wait.
You have no.
Let me tell you, I am an aggressive person when I'm expressing myself.
yeah.
So that's why I come off as bossy. I just want it to be done now, and I want it to be done today, and I want it to be done this way. And I'm passionate about things, okay?
She always gets
So-
mad because she don't have it the way she wants.
So no, not really that. I don't think I'm bossy. It's just that my tone and the way I like to express myself, sorry, comes off as bossy, but I don't think I'm bossy.
You look aggressive sometimes.
Right. Next assumption. Next assumption is, my assumption is Ludo don't want Tyler to speak patois, only English and French.
What should I say? I won't tell you you're right or you're wrong. It's just that I want him to speak proper English.
And he's afraid that he's going to
I don't want him to
mix.
mix the proper
Patois.
English with the patois,
Right.
but I want him to speak proper English mainly.
Right.
After
The patois
if
can
he
come later.
master the proper English and he talk patois, I don't mind. I laugh when he's speaking patois, so I really don't mind. But I just want him to not to speak like
And
to
not
have the
to
patois
mix both.
over the English.
Right.
I want the English to be mastered, the
So
proper
you're partially
English.
right.
But then if you talk patois beside it, I don't mind.
So you're partially right. Next assumption. I assume that you're really friendly around new people. Can I tell you, I love people.
You're so shy.
Hold on, wait. He said that because I am not friendly with French people, and that's because of the language. But if you speak English and you beat me, we're friends, okay? So honestly, I'm not friendly with French people. That's why he thinks I'm shy. But you meet me and you see, we're friends, okay? So yes, you are absolutely right. I love people. But then when I find out if you're a rat or you're a sneaky little worm, then I'm gone. And I love forgive. That's me because of the goodness of my heart.
Yeah.
Babe think is one of my weak points, but hey.